Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. In today's tutorial, we're going to be talking about how we can insert a common backer into another existing PDF file. So I have two PDFs here in this folder. One is my backer and one is for a variable data. So if I open this up in Acrobat, I have one file here that's 50 pages, which is for an ID card that has variable data on the front. And then a second PDF that I have open is the backer. And this, what I want to do is insert this into this PDF file after each page so that I have a common backside when I send it over to be printed. So there's a couple different ways to accomplish this. The first way, I'm going to show you how to use Adobe InDesign to do it. So I have this file open. I'm going to go over to my organized pages and I'm going to split this file evenly with one page only. So after I click split here, this is going to tell me I've successfully split it into 50 documents. I'll close that. I'll minimize this real quick and you can see back in my folder here, I now have 50 different PDF files that are now only one page instead of one PDF that's 50 pages long. So now what I need to do is set up my data. So I'm going to use Google Sheets today for that. And I'll just call this my first column of data here, number, and then I'm going to call this PDF file. So those are my two header rows. And actually on my PDF file header row, I need to set this up as a image because we're going to link directly to a PDF on that. So here I'm just going to go 1, 2, I'll click on these two, I'll drag down until I get to 51 and you can see it already automatically fills in the sequencing. So we have 1 to 50. Over here I'm going to give a reference to that PDF file. So the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to go equal and then I'm going to go name badge variable underscore part close A2 for the number. And then I'm going to go .pdf. So when I click that, it's going to suggest an autofill. I'll just say yes. And you can see now this matches up with the file names that I have over here in my folder. So it's already set that up automatically from 1 to 50. So I'm just going to go File, Download, and I need to make sure this is a CSV file. Download it here to my desktop. I'll just drag it over to my folder and now that is the data file that we're going to use to create this. So over in InDesign, I'm going to go to New File and my dimensions are 3.75 by 5.5 for my document. On the first page is where we're going to set up our variable data, and then on the second page, which I need to make this a 2-page document, so on the second page is where I'm going to place in my common backer. So I'll click open here. This is my common backer. Then on the front page, what I'm going to do is just put a frame here. Make sure the dimensions are to the edge. And then over in my data merge area, I'm going to go to select data source and then I'm going to select that CSV file that I just created. So I'll click open. You can see here I have two different data sets here, a number and a PDF, the PDF file. The PDF file is the one that we need, so I'm just going to click again on this placeholder box and I'll click on the PDF file there. So now when I hit preview, it will automatically search for that PDF, and as you can see there's my variable data. My backer is going to stay the same, so now when I go to export this, I'll just go all records. I'll just leave it on my press quality preset, and I'll just call this name badge with backer. This will take a second, and when it gets to the end, when it opens up, you'll see we should now have a 100-page PDF document, and which we do now. And if I go to my pages area here, you can see now there's my common backer for each one of those ID cards. So now this is ready to send off to print. So that's one way of doing it. So the second way, which is actually easier, I'm going to go back to my original name badge file here, and I'm going to use a pre-flight first. So I'm going to go to my print production, I'm going to go pre-flight, and then under your select single fix-ups, you want to search for insert, and what we're going to do is edit this insert blank page pre-flight. So what we want to do here is we want to insert after each page. We want to have this apply to all the pages in the document, and then we want to make one copy, and we want to leave this area here unchecked because we don't want to copy the page content. We basically just want to insert a blank page after each one of the existing pages inside the PDF. So I'll click OK. I'll click on Fix here. It's going to prompt me to save this, and I'll call this name badge variable W backer. Okay. So I'll hit save. You can see it's going to go ahead and run the pre-flight here. It says insert blank page 50 objects, so it's finished. And now you can see here in my page thumbnails, all of the first pages, all the front sides basically, now have a empty backside. So we've gone from 50 pages to 100 pages total. Now what we need to do is we need to insert that backer instead of our blank page. And the way to accomplish this is to insert it as a watermark. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up to Edit PDF now. And you can see up here, there's watermark, and we're going to go ahead and click Add. And instead of using text, we're going to use a file. So I'm going to click File, I'm going to click Choose, and I'm going to select this name badge backer. I'll click Open. I want to make sure that you can see right now the scale is too small, so I want to go absolute scale of 100. So that way it's going to go ahead and place it perfectly 100% just like the size that it already exists. This part here doesn't really matter for this application, but as you can see right now, if I scroll through, what it's doing is it's just inserting that backer into every single page. And so what I want to do is I want to come up here to the print range options, and instead of going all pages, I want to go pages from, and I want to keep it 1 to 100, but I want to just use even pages only because this is all of the backers are on even pages. So I'll click OK. You can see now my preview for page 1 just shows our ID card with the variable data. If I scroll to page 2, there's our backer, front side with without the backer, and as I scroll through, it'll work for each page. I'll click OK. This will take just a moment, and now it's finished. And you can see here, if I look through all the pages, everything has a common backer inserted into this file now. So I'll just go ahead and click Save. I'll close this, and then now this is ready to be sent off to press to be printed. So that's it. There's two different ways that you can insert a common backer. There's more ways that you can accomplish this if you have different types of software out there, like PitStop. You could use that. There's also ways to use a action script and use JavaScript, but I find that doing the watermark is actually just the fastest way of doing it. It only takes a couple seconds, and this will work for, you know, a 20-page PDF file or a 500-page PDF file. It doesn't really matter. Even if you have thousands of records, it'll work for it. It just may take a little bit more time to process adding in all of those backers. So hopefully that helps out. I know this is a common problem that I run into all the time at my job, because people constantly send us files like this where they've already run their variable data setup, but they have a separate file that they use for their backer. So it's a very common problem that we run into in pre-press. Hope it helps somebody. If you have any questions, please leave them down in the comment section below. As always, please give the video a thumbs up and a like, and subscribe if you haven't already subscribed to the channel. I really appreciate it. If you want to support the channel more, please check out the links to the Patreon page down in the description below. That's it for today, folks. Have a good one, and I'll catch you on the next one.